Hello and welcome to Encore Motor Cars video presentation of this 1984 Mercedes-Benz 380SL. It's got 19,000 original miles on it, and it is just a beautiful car. The car is basically, I guess, as nice and as clean as anyone I've ever seen in the recent 5-6 years. And it is actual miles, 19,000 miles documented. I've got the Carfax that shows that the car was first delivered in North Carolina, and then the person moved down to in the mid-2000s, moved down here to Sarasota, Florida. The car resides now here at Encore Motor Cars in Sarasota, Florida. We purchased it from the private owner, and I think that we were at the right place at the right time. I don't know where we could find another car with this low miles. Basically, it's in collector car condition. I mean, if you are a collector of classic cars, this car would fit nicely in any either classic car collection or museum even. It's just that nice a car. I'm going to take a walk around it. There's very little things that the car needed along the way. Obviously, you can see it's got the chrome wheels on the front, and these wheels were not factory issued chrome wheels. That was something that people were putting on the cars afterwards. In the mid-90s to the late 90s, the chrome wheels became popular and people were putting them on there, even earlier than that. You can see it's got the hard top and also the convertible top, and the convertible top is in excellent condition. Got a nice set of Goodyear tires on it, and just a beauty. There's a couple of little things that actually we're having a pinstripe guy come and just some wear. This is painted, a painted pinstripe. And there's just a couple of spots that are a little worn, and we're going to have a specialist come and get it touched up perfectly, so that won't be an issue anymore. Take a look inside I love looking at some of these areas of the car. We're going to look under the hood and under the trunk here in the interior, obviously, in a minute, but I just wanted to walk around the body of the car, show you some of the areas that I like to showcase on these cars that show no wear and just pristine condition. The car is just beautiful. Hardtops in perfect condition. And the interior, let's get into the interior and just take a look at this. This thing is just amazing. So, like I said, the car was originally delivered to the Carolinas, North Carolina specifically, and you can see that in all the little prone areas for wear or any kind of deterioration, you can see that there's none anywhere on the car. Steering wheel's in perfect condition, dashboard's in perfect condition, carpets are beautiful, and these are the cut pile carpets that those can get worn if they get used or overused, and this car has not been hardly used at all. See that the headliner under here is in beautiful condition. Seats are in beautiful condition, and the back compartment's in beautiful condition. So these cars are basically, if you're following these cars, you know that these ones that are the right colors with the correct low miles on them, and you can document those low miles, and the vehicle actually matches the odometer. That's the hard part, is to get one that hasn't been worn. 19,906 miles on this car. All the gauges are working. We're going to start the car up and let you hear it run in just a minute. I'm quickly going to cover the Carfax with you. No accident history. You know, these old cars, a lot of them through their time. 85 was delivered in North Carolina. Was a title or lien reported with 9,700 miles on it. And then down here in 1995, Germain of Sarasota. So, you know, I don't know if this was a dealer trade or what, but with 13,000 miles back in 1995, Germain of Sarasota, they don't own the Sarasota point of Mercedes-Benz anymore. It's owned by AutoNation, bought them out. So this is an older service back then, back in 2012. Now look at the mileage. 2012, 19,897 miles. It got broken out of mothballs and hardly used at all. Always in Sarasota, and we feel privileged that we were able to buy the car. Quickly, I'll get under the hood. take a look under the hood. What I like to see is originality. Obviously in a car that's got 19,000 miles on it, and you can see a lot of the stuff under here is original. You know, the belts of course are new, the plug wires are all new. You know, the car's been recently serviced. You can see some of the smog controls and some of the ignition controls are replaced with new equipment to obviously to keep the car in running condition. But you can see that some of the stuff that's in here down low is the original equipment, and not even any scaling or oxidation at all in, you know, on the engine. That's what I like to see. When I look down into the into those areas. These are areas that you know, you can't see obviously from the outside of the car, that usually will show wear or some kind of deterioration from use, or being stored in the wrong area, which is moist area prone to rust. This car has not been, you can see since 1995, it's been here in Sarasota, Florida. It has been garaged, and you can just see just how nice it is. Most of the stuff in here is original, and then the wear items such as the caps and the plug wires, the oil filler cap on the valve cover is new, and a lot of other stuff, but the air cleaner and all the a lot of the stuff that sticks with the car and doesn't get worn out is still in this car, and that's what you want to see when you're looking at a low miles car. Obviously, I like seeing the heat shield along the firewall still in perfect condition, and all the little areas in the body where you can see that wasn't painted and it wasn't worked on, and that it was, all the stuff was issued originally by the Mercedes factory. Take a look at the insulation underneath, in beautiful condition. And up along the inner hood is even clean. All the areas where you hope to see that the car's still nice. Most times you see that stuff and you look closer and it's not quite as nice as you were hoping. On this car, it does not disappoint at all. Nice set of tires on here. Let's get into the trunk area. And I'm going to go ahead and start it up, and we'll let the car come up to temperature, look at the gauges and so forth. It's got a set of these shag carpets here that were issued back in the 80s. Back under here is where the battery is. You see that the battery box is still intact with the cover and the clips and the latches all in good shape. Underneath here is where the spare tire is, and I love seeing a low miles car with the tags and everything still on it, the toolkit still where it belongs, and basically in perfect condition under here, just not used at all. Like I said, this car could be featured in a museum for this model as far as originality and cleanliness. No rust anywhere. Let's take a look under the corners here. We're going to do a tour of the lower sections of the car now to demonstrate that there's no rust on the car and never has been. And if you can look down low, some of these areas, you Mercedes heads already know this, but some of these areas under here are prone to rusting. Nothing's happening down there. You'll see that underneath of the doors, it's in really good shape. Along the bottom of the body, perfect condition. And then under here, I love taking a look under here. This is really nice under here. You can see what you're doing down here. Let's take a look at the bottom of this car, on this side over here, excuse me. A little wax there coming up. I love seeing a car that's original. This is a jacking hole right here. These jacking holes are where the rust starts, and that is in really nice condition. You can see underneath here is a really nice condition. So all in all, guys, we've got a really, really, really nice car. And if you're picky about your cars, this car should pass muster just fine. Let's just crank it over real quick, and we'll look at the gauges all come up. And by the way, all the stuff is working in the car. We do have a Mercedes, authorized Mercedes certified technician here that used to work at the Mercedes dealership and used to be the head guy over there, and now he's working for us. Let's take a look at the tachometer's working correctly, the clock is working correctly, the gauges, see that the gas gauge is working the way it's supposed to. And we've got the economy gauge there that works. The temperature gauge is coming up. Air conditioning is right now blowing in my face and it's ice cold. The temperature gauge is here. The wind in the phone working. The original Becker Grand Prix electronic stereo system with cassette. The automatic air conditioning system is working correctly. The dials move beautifully. You can hear the heat clicking on in the back of the dash and clicking off. Just really one of the nicest ones I've been in years and years. This is Pink Floyd here. Nice stereo system. The antenna went up when I turned the radio on, turn it off. And the antenna comes down. There it is. Okay, well that's the inside of the car, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to quickly point out that the windows are working correctly. By the way, the weather seals, about all the weather stripping in the car is really remarkable. See that window going up and down that side, and the mirrors are working. This mirror over here, see that going up and down. It's hard to see it in the picture, but it is definitely going in and out and up and down. So the joystick is working on that remote mirror. And quickly, I'm just going to get under the hood one more time, and we'll listen to the motor run up close and personal. Well, that about wraps up our video here, guys. It's like I said, it's waiting. It's just basically waiting for our pinstripe artist, a local pinstripe artist, to recolor this original pinstripe that was laid before the car was delivered originally. And after that, she'll be ready for your collection. The name of the dealership again is Encore Motor Cars. We're located in Sarasota, Florida. Sarasota, Florida on Route 41. We've took over the old BMW dealership when the BMW dealership was forced by the corporate people to build an enormous location with huge facility. We were lucky enough, the owner of the company was lucky enough to be in the position to buy this dealership. It's got a beautiful showroom, a full service department, and we are well liked around town. We always win the best independent European car dealer in Sarasota, Florida. We've got great reviews and great ownership here. If you have any questions, my name's Dan. My phone number is right at the top of this video on the YouTube video, 941-915-7637. And I'm available for questions if you need to see more information or you need some other pictures or anything that you need to know. Please, the best way to do this is call Also, if you like the car and you've seen enough by looking at this video and you want to just call and go ahead and take the car, please call. Don't delay. We won't be able to find another 19,000 mile car. If you like this color combination and everything about it, we will not be able to duplicate this car probably for, I don't know, forever maybe. So don't delay. If this is a car you like, I know it's not the cheapest one on the internet, but it's probably the nicest car on the internet right now in this price range, with this mileage and this condition. 941-915-7637. Thank you. Bye.